Checky. What's going on this fine Tuesday evening out there in MECA land? How are we doing? Hope everybody's off to a good start of the week. Tuesday, BudTalk Live. A little bit after 8, I guess. I'm a little bit late. Hopefully I'm going to have Mr. Tony on with me this evening. Our head sound quality judge. He competes, judges, Florida event person, director, all that good stuff. So I'll talk to him for a little bit, hopefully this evening. And what else we got going on? How we doing? What's going on, Mr. Haslage? We do have a couple shows coming up here the 1st of January in Mississippi. January 3rd and 4th. I think that's the next ones I got on my calendar. I know I think a few got submitted today or yesterday, so we should be getting those up here soon. But January 3rd, I think is the next one I got on the calendar right this second. What's going on, Mr. Eric Roof? Mr. Rick, how you guys doing this evening? And then I think they're also going to do the 4th there as well in Mississippi. So those are the next 2 events we got coming as of right this second. So as more get submitted, we'll let you know about that. What's going on, Mr. Tony? Let's see what else we got going on here. I guess while I'm waiting on Tony to come click his link here, hopefully we'll figure it out and get it going. Over there, untwisting the wire, huh? What's going on, Miss Sierra? How we doing this evening? But I do think we also finally maybe have already have our thing going. You already have one, Mike. It's called well, I guess we did take it away, but I think we're about to have it back, but it just won't be this year. So sorry about that. What's going on, Mr. Jeffrey, Mr. Roman, Miss Bowser? We're trying to stay warm. I know that much. It's pretty cold this week. I think we are going to do a 4X and a training in Florida on the 7th and 8th of February. So any of you guys that might be interested in that, keep your eyes open for that. I think we got that finally hammered out. So the 7th and 8th, we'll be heading to Florida. What's going on, Mr. Mark? And let's see here. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we're all ready for some warmer weather. So Rick, the 4X event will be in Crescent City. We did try to find something different, but it just won't work out. So we're going to go to the Farmhouse Bar and Grill in Crescent City there where we've gone a few times before. It's kind of in the middle and it works. So it's in Crescent City, which I guess is probably about 45 minutes or an hour from Orlando. And the training will be at Tony's shop in Orlando the day after. What's going on, Mr. Stacy, Miss Trisha, Mr. Gamble? How we doing? I hope y'all are off to a good start here to the week. I know we seem like we're starting off pretty good, I guess. We got some things moving anyways. So, what's going on, Mr. Cassidy? Not a whole lot on here doing my live thing. I was waiting to see if I think I'm going to have Tony in here in a minute, but I don't know. I thought I sent him a link, but we'll see. February 7th and 8th, Chris. And hopefully we'll have it on the actual schedule here within the week. I think we've got it pretty much hammered out. What's going on, Mr. Kevin? Oh, Tony's ready. He got his hair ready. All right, I see him there now. He's in trouble. We're going to get him, y'all. All right, let's see. What's going on, Mr. Simone? How you doing this evening? Just real quick, I guess, before I get Tony on here, I do want to thank everybody for their feedback and suggestions on the rules and stuff. We'll pretty much be in the full swing on that stuff probably tomorrow. I think I got sent my list out Friday and got a few more things to add to the list back from some of the guys. So I'll be putting my list together for each format tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be getting started pretty heavy tomorrow, on the rules here. So I just want to take a couple minutes and thank everybody for their feedback this year. And we're going to take all these suggestions to the table and make some discussions and hopefully, push the ball in the right direction again. So you'll have to bear with us for 30 to 60 days here while we sort through most of it, but hopefully we'll get it done pretty quick this year, and we'll see our new rules here shortly. What's going on, Mr. Jeremy? And so with that said, I'm going to bring Tony on here, and we're going to just have a little conversation, competitor, judge, the whole nine. So questions, anything like that, sound quality stuff. Tony owns a shop also, so we'll get him on here and have some conversation with Tony. And then I think next week should be the 23rd. So that'll be 2 days before Christmas when not even a creature is stirring. And I'll have, I think I'm supposed to get Aaron Bryant with Audio Sellers on here next week. So that'll be my next guest after Tony. And then we'll keep on going from there. But without further ado, here's Mr. Tony. Let me turn him on here. What's going on, Wayne? Mr. Peach. What's going on, Tony?
What's happening, everyone? I need to get up a little bit more. Okay.
You got to find a new post. Yep. There you go.
Hey.
Oh, you trying to match me? What's going on, Mr. McGraw, Mr. Solins, Mr. Tyler Jones, Mr. Duke? Mr. Gamble said, "What's up, Tony?"
What's happening, man? How you doing, Chris?
Mr. Vasilio, how you doing? Mr. Curtis, how we doing? Mr. Tucker. Daryl said, "What's up, Batman?" Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, everybody said hello. So, oh, Chris Gamble said he's tuning a Utopia build tomorrow.
Oh, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Got to keep
David
working.
Hunt said, how's that McLaren?"
It's good. It left today, so thankfully
He said, "Thankfully."
it's all gone. I mean, it's a little bit of a responsibility to have that thing sitting around, and can't have nobody around it, and everybody wants to check it out and take pictures with it. It's crazy. So
Right. Roman says that's some pretty sick armor you got there.
yeah, I get
What's
into
going
that
on, Mr.
later.
Troy? Mr. Troy's on here. How you doing?
Hey Troy, how are you doing, man? That vehicle sounds so good. Always liked
Well,
it.
I guess we got you on here. I see some SQ guys in here, so I guess maybe we could start there first. I know you helped us judge sound quality and stuff, so I don't know, maybe just kind of kick it off if you want to, give us a little recap on SQ, and maybe if you have anything you'd like to say about uh I don't know, rules, or what you think we're pushing for and all that good stuff. Since we got some of them guys on there, I'm sure they seen you was going to be on here with me, so we'll start there first, and go ahead.
Okay. So, I mean, basically, we take all suggestions. So, if there's something that you have that you want to suggest, you think it would be good, or it benefits the greater number of competitors, I mean, always send it over as something that we can check out. That's not a problem. That's what we do. We get a committee together and kind of go through everything and, come up with the rules. So, that would be good. I felt like finals went very well. It was great. My judge team, I think they did a great job. Scores were pretty close, added some excitement to it. Um, I think you guys, every time you get feedback and work on your system, and next time it's even better, and all the scores kind of get right there together. So it kind of brings that excitement back. So I think that that's pretty cool. But if you guys have questions or something that you'd like to see, you can put it on here and ask. That would be great.
All right, let's see here. What's going on, Mr. Gotel, Mr. Josh Coe, Mr. Curtis, Mr. Kyle Carroll, SQ Finals 2026. Any comment on the status of where that stands? Well, to be 100% transparent with you, Troy, the email that they communicate with me through, I neglected that for probably about 2 weeks, and I just saw the emails and stuff on Friday or Saturday morning, I guess. And it's under consideration, but I'm not sure yet. So that's the best comment I can give you. Being 100% honest and transparent about it, I did let them know that, um, you know, we were going to consider it and talk about it with, amongst the team here, and I would let them know something. Hopefully, either before Christmas or right after the New Year. So hopefully that answers your question. Um, and hopefully we'll get things figured out to know what we're going to do there. So, just to be 100% honest with you, we're still under review there, and you know, I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do just yet.
Okay, Wayne, that is definitely something that we would talk about as well, adding some songs. I think a few people would like to see a couple of other songs. We try to, when we look at songs, we say, what does it do for the system? How does it separate the system? Is it recorded well? And then we kind of try to think of something fun. We have songs from different eras in there, which is nice. It's not all the same type of thing. So there's something for everybody. What we do is we just judge and pick our favorite tracks off of that and go the same information and go through. So it kind of gives that variety. I believe a call has kind of been made a little bit of getting rid of some of the ones we've had for a little while on the disc and getting some more new, fresh stuff in. So that's something we're going to take a look at, but I would almost be sure that we're going to add a few. I think that that would be good, but it's all on committee. So once we talk about it, we'll decide.
So Josh Code said, "What's up with the Radical Unlimited No Wall class?" So I think I've mentioned or kind of said this several times the last couple weeks. I've got a lot of suggestions on that stuff. There's even some stuff that's even different from that I've been waiting to introduce myself. So currently, right this second, a lot of that stuff I have written it down. It is on the list. I've even gone ahead and I'm going to include it in our discussions this year. But like I said, I'm going to be married to the current classes until the new website's ready, and it's not going to be ready till like mid March. And I feel like that's kind of late in the game. So we're probably not going to be adding any classes this season or changing any of the power caps or anything like that this season. Um, but I have heard you, and I do have a lot of class ideas and stuff written down that we are going to discuss. And once my hands are untied with that, then I would expect 2027 season to see some new classes. So that's that's what's up with that. What's going on, Mr. Arndt, Mr. Rob Morgan? Kevin says get rid of DSP limitations in stock, and that'll make it easier to transition to street. Uh, Anytime, Troy. I'm making my way through the comments here now. What's going on, Mr. Daniel, Mr. Swears? Uh, can doing demo modified street allow for a front stage? I'll write it down and add it to my list, Peach, and let us discuss it. I don't really know how I feel about it on the spot, but yeah, I mean, I'll write it down and add it to my list because I'm going to be starting that tomorrow. So, absolutely, if you have something to say that makes sense that has to do with the rules, you better speak now because once I start tomorrow, it'll be on next year's list, not this year's list. So, uh, let me take a note of that and I will add it to my list.
Yeah, the difference in stock class and street class, the main difference is that you can move a speaker or add a speaker up high. So if you have a mid range there, you can add a tweeter. If you have a tweeter, you can move to a mid. That's basic difference. So if we took stock and let you run any DSP that you wanted, it would be really close to street class. So to show a little bit of difference, I think everybody's pretty much wanting to keep that one the same.
going on, Mr. Hibbard? Rick Fornes says A pillar speakers not to count for dueling demo speaker count. I don't know about all that. I could write it down, but well, Curtis, you can message me or whatever, and we can talk about that. I think I finally made it to the bottom here of the comments. If I missed your question, I apologize, but um, Naton's doing stock class in 2026.
Okay. I think that would be great.
um, all right, so I guess if you guys got any questions, keep them coming. I'm heading and I guess ask Tony something else that he might share us some. Uh, so we talked about sound pressure a little bit, or sound quality a little bit, and then you judge demos with us at sound pressure finals, and I think you competed in a couple classes. So I guess thoughts on sound pressure finals, from both perspectives, competitor and judging. How'd you like sound pressure finals and things like that?
Well, I mean, as far as this finals in comparison to the last couple, for me, I really liked it. I thought it was great. Uh, Judging wise, I thought things went pretty smoothly. We're able to get the cars done with no issue, get done a little bit early in some cases. As a competitor, it was great too. I just had a good time this finals. I don't know. It just something about it seemed different, but definitely very exciting. I was extremely busy though, competing and judging both, but I think that we did a good job with everything. Judging was great. It was exciting to get to judge dueling demos with Matt and Kevin. Um, Both great judges, awesome. We had a good time. I think one of the things that you look for too in judging is kind of a consistency. And a lot of our sheets for most competitors were pretty close, as I understand it, within a couple points. So that means we're all hearing about the same thing and scoring you about the same. So I thought it was great in that regards too.
Right. Have you put any thoughts into adding a class in between stock and the 24 speaker class? Not really, because I don't know the difference other than the speaker count, unless you're talking like I'd have to understand the situation, but no, I haven't. I don't think I have put much thought into that because I don't really see a need for it. And when we're only talking about like one person or two people, that's like just making a place for somebody to win a trophy. So I don't. I know there are quite a few cars that come stock with more speakers than 12, and we have discussed that several times, but we just don't see them very often. So, like, if you have a vehicle that's like that or something, then I understand. But other than that, I'm not sure. Am I missing something there, or do you,
Uh,
Tony, or
Joe with the Denny's comment. Denny's was
uh,
spectacular. Well,
Yeah,
Shane, that's
that's
oh,
funny you
go ahead.
say that, John, Peach, because I've already got tracks underway for Park and Pound. Dueling demos, I don't know. I mean, I don't disagree with that from a judge's perspective. But I the competitors won't like it. So I mean, if you guys tell me something different, then maybe I'll start working that out too. But uh, so far, from what I've heard or what I hear on the street is, they want to be able to pick their music. So I don't know that we should mess with that right this second. But as far as Park and Pound and stuff like that, I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But I had a meeting Sunday, and the ball's rolling, and we should have drives and things like that. Hopefully by around February 1st. So I'll talk a little bit more about that once we get everything hammered all the way out. But um, you can be expecting that. If you have 12 speakers, then you would fit into the stock class. If you have 13, then you would go into the 24. Now, the motorcycle class stuff, I do have that on my list and plan on talking about that. And I think that's already there, but I'll write me another note. Let's see here. Catching up, y'all. Sorry. Any changes on single position stunt wall class? Um, the only thing I have right this second is probably we'll probably be discussing changing the distance. I know we're going to change that. I just don't know exactly to what just yet, but we'll be discussing that. Other than that, currently, until the format takes off a little bit more and grows, I don't see a huge need to mess a whole lot with the rules and stuff yet. So most likely it'll be the distance thing and maybe a couple of little tweaks, but I don't think anything too serious. What's going on, Mr. Tully? I'll have it in a couple of different ways there, Tyler. Everybody will be able to have access to it, but it will be something where probably at like state finals, 4X's, and world finals, you'll use the competitor will use one of our drives. So you'll be able to have your own drive to test with or file or whatever that you can test with. And then we'll have a drive that you have to use in the lane. That way we know, nobody's tampered with it or anything like that. And you'll just have to use one of our drives is all. I mean, I already have an open class and motorcycle classes for slingshots, and I've only ever had one compete ever. So like if they start showing up, yeah, they can have their own separate format. But until then, I feel like they have a place to play that could be fairly easy to win. So, um, You know, I don't think that's a bad idea though, Cornell. And like I said, I'm not going to be able to add any classes or anything this year. I don't know if you heard it or not, but I mean, but I'm hoping by 2027 my hands won't be so much tied on that. So, um, yeah, they'd also do really good and ride the light. I mean, I feel like if it's got wheels, I got a good place for it to play. It might not necessarily be called slingshot class, but I mean, I think we have several formats that they could perform well in, and they'd already fall into the rules. So um, I do think if they want to start competing with us, they can start. And like I said, I'll got it in my notebook here, and I'll put it on my list of classes that we're thinking about adding, and we'll get it discussed. And you might see it in 2027, but for 2026, I can't change much or change none of that stuff because of the website crack. So hopefully that'll be out of my hair soon.
Michael, is that dueling demos or is that in-car sound quality? SQL?
I think he's talking about SQL. If you're talking about the 80 speaker question,
Yeah.
yeah, talking about trying to do the and did it have any issues? I have my suggestion is get yourself a six piece and cut the 80 speakers off and only play six of them.
Yeah. That that would that would definitely be the way to go. Yeah, because of
or
the
or
imaging
I
and stuff.
guess you would have to build a 70 speaker setup and then use your other speakers for sound quality. Yeah. But I don't know if you have any other suggestions, but I feel like honestly that would be the easiest route. Uh,
Oh, the
let's
Bobos.
see.
Oh, so trying to do it with a system to do Bobo. If
Right.
that's the case, then basically what Bud said, uh, you do need stereo music. So you got to have left, you got to have right to be able to do it. And a lot of dual and demo setups are mono. So if you're like that, you would have to have a left and right to really get a decent score and sound quality, but it can be done. But you would definitely want to shut off pretty much everything except for one or two on each side in the front and the subs, something like that. You just need somebody to work with you for the balance. But yeah, it definitely could be done. The person that this year had a big build and he went through my sound quality lanes. I judged him for sound quality and then judged dueling as well in Indiana. So it could be done.
Yeah. Pete says adding a music headrest class will be a good idea. Yeah, it's a good idea, and I'd just wait till 2027 because it's coming. So just hold your horses, and even though I know a lot of them are gonna freak out, it's gonna be different, and it's gonna be for them demo guys. So they can get ready, but it's gonna be hard. It ain't gonna be easy, and only very few people knows what the concept is. Um, but it's gonna be in the car, and it'll be at the headrest, and it'll definitely be for the demo builds, but it ain't gonna be easy. So yes, that's in the process. Let's see. Yeah, I think my connection's not doing very good. It keeps cutting in and out on my side, it looks like. He said, Rick Forness asked up here somewhere, if I can't dance, do I still get points for trying? So, I mean, yeah, they should be able to give you at least somewhere between half and 1 point for trying. I mean, uh, the only time I usually write down zero is if they don't do absolutely nothing. I usually I'm usually about a one, and then if they go all out, then I'll go somewhere between one and two. So that's kind of how I do it. Do do do.
It was fun this year seeing everybody come up with new ideas, stuff that I haven't seen. So that was pretty cool. Each year you got to kind of bring out something new or expand on what you're doing to get those points if we've already seen it. But it was awesome doing that.
No, if you bring exotic dancers and they go above PG-13, it gets you disqualified. What's going on, Mr. Tony? Or shit, Mr. Mike Jones? I see Mr. Steve Head on here. If he's still here, what's going on, y'all? All right. So uh we talked a little bit about that. Finals, both of them. I told everybody we're gonna have a training here in February. You got any
Yes.
thoughts on that?
That's going to be great. We're going to have a few vehicles there for everybody to get in and out of, do mock judging, listen to differences in the vehicles. We're going to have a home setup. So that way you could sit basically exactly in the middle, measure distance to the speakers, have it set up and kind of tuned to kind of give your ears that training. So it's going to be nice. It's going to be something that's educational. If you want to be a judge, definitely have to do it. If you want to have a better chance at winning, then you can sit in on one of the trainings, learn what we're looking for better, and that may help you as well. So,
Absolutely. So we'll be doing that in February, the day after the 4X. Let's see. You have any competition goals?
uh, this year I had a goal this year, so I had to get that park and pound. A couple years ago, I got beat pretty bad. I got fifth in my first park and pound, and I kind of made it a goal to get better. So that was exciting doing Park and Pound 3 and then being asked, hey, this is actually a world record, but you got to follow up with it. So I said, when do I got to do that right now? I was like, let's go. Okay, let's see what happens. Hope that
Right,
battery didn't affect the score too much or the power too much, but I said let's go.
right.
So that was exciting. I do have a goal. Let's see what it can do because I didn't know it could do this good in Park and Pound 3. So I may try to see what it does on a little bit higher power. Um, Experiment, test. That's what it's all about.
Miss Giselle, do we know when sound quality training will get scheduled in North Dakota, Ohio, Minnesota, or Kentucky? So I know we will probably likely have one in Michigan later on this year. Um, Otherwise, another part of the reason why I'm going down here um, is to get some stuff put into my truck so that I can train people on my own if I need to. So once we get through this next training here, um, reach out to us and we'll get it set up. And if we have to, we'll come to you and we'll get it worked out to get you guys going. That's a part of what we're trying to do is make it to where we can, kind of do it when whenever we need to. And then, of course, we're still going to hopefully keep trying to do our, once or twice a year training things, so that eventually, hopefully, you guys can make it there, or whatever, and all that good stuff. But I feel like having something that Shannon and I can basically, we can hit the road and train people. A lot of times we lose out on a lot of connections because it takes a while or because we can only do it here or there. So hopefully that's one of the things we've been working on behind the scenes, and hopefully that'll come to early next year here. So if you bear with me for just a few more months, hopefully I can get you guys going. Let's see. And I think that goes kind of hand in hand with Chad's question. He asked if Florida was going to be the only chance to get SQ training. So that should answer both of those guys. Let's see. All right. Well, I guess lastly here, so Tony owns himself a shop down there. So Creative Car Audio. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? How what you got going on products wise? What kind of services y'all offer? You got any holiday sales going on? Who needs to come see Tony?
Everybody needs to come see. Well, it's actually Tony and Tony. So Tony Economy was there as well. So we have
Right.
him and we have Chris. Some of you met Chris at finals this year as well. Um, yeah, I mean, we are running some year-end stuff. We do have some clearance items as well. If you guys are in need of anything, pretty much speaker and car related, I have a lot of brands. One of the newest ones that we got in is US Amps. So we're kind of dealing with them right now, and everything we've tested from them tests really well. We do have a policy that's kind of unique. We place an order, amps, whatever comes in, we will open the box and put it on the bench and check it first. So we have no DOAs sold to customers or DOAs installed, because that just is a setback. So having Tony Economou there is a big help in that regard, testing everything. We can get very technical. Everybody knows, I'm sure, that he's won many championships as well, SPL, dueling demos. So he kind of does everything like I do, back and forth. He's even got really good scores that could be competitive in sound quality, all with his edge. So we do everything from A to Z. I do have a lot of promos and things that we're going to be offering. So please, you guys contact me. We got a lot of good brands like Audio Dynamics, Zapco, US Amps, Chiare, Incriminator. So we sell a lot of quality products there. We build cars. If you guys need tuning help, whether it be sound quality, dueling demos, SPL, we can do that for you. So if you just want tuning help, we can do that as well. But we're big on DSPs and things like this. So if you guys need something and have questions, I'll help wherever I can and whenever I can.
Awesome. So everybody go see Tony. I see one of them said they want those Merlin 5Ks on the low.
I don't know about no
Tony,
Lolo, but
Oh,
Those things are
what's that?
testing insane.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
really looking good.
He
So
said
a
your
lot
price
is
is way
promising.
too high. You need to cut it. Oh, my bad.
Hey, we have a price match policy. So any
There you
authorized
go.
dealer breaking whatever that you got going on, if that price is too good to be true, give us a call. Let us check it out. If it's an authorized dealer, we'll match anything. May even sweeten the deal. So whatever we got to do, we'll make it happen. Museway, yes. Yes,
Yep.
Wayne. We got Museway. Absolutely.
Yeah. Somebody asked, "What's the best DSP in your opinion, Tony?"
So, in my opinion, there's really only one DSP sound quality wise that really gets it right, and that would be the Zapco HDSP with ESS 9038 DAC chip. So, that DSP definitely is the most wide open, clean, natural sounding that I've personally tested back and forth. But we carry a lot of great DSPs, and we can put them all head to head to tell differences between them. So for me, my taste, that thing really does a great job. But you know, I've even owned and had in my car a PS8, so I mean, that's another great DSP. So you can do almost anything if you spend time tuning and whatever, but some things you can't duplicate. And getting a good DSP is really, really important.
Is anybody else buffering? They must be because I lost a lot of viewers in like 5 seconds. So it must be doing something. Looks like my connection's okay now. There for a minute, it was going back and forth. Chad says he thinks it's froze. Yeah, because a bunch of the people are disappearing and now they're coming back.
Yeah, actually,
Am
I'm
I
on my
froze on
iPad.
Facebook?
And
Uh
my
huh.
iPad's see it's froze.
Huh. I wonder. It ain't showing me. Tony said YouTube's still working. Economu said YouTube's on.
Hmm.
I guess Facebook. Did Facebook get mad at me because I said lyrics to a song or something?
They would do that.
I don't know.
Hmm.
But usually it'll come up and tell me it's disconnected and it's not. Huh. I don't know what's going on. But apparently it's on YouTube still.
Okay, I'm getting comments, but no video.
Yeah, I'm seeing the comments too still.
Hmm.
I have the most
Wow.
expensive internet I can get. I can't upgrade it any more than it is.
Oh, now the video ended now. Gone.
Huh. I guess we're live on YouTube.
Okay.
I don't, but it's live on YouTube. It's something to do with Facebook.
True. Hmm. Anybody else have any questions for me or anything you'd like to know?
I'm trying to see if I can figure out what the heck's going on. Yeah, it's saying unable to connect to Facebook.
Hmm.
Huh. Hold on, let me see. I don't know why. Because I'm literally logged in on Facebook. That is so weird. I guess I bet I probably had to like turn it off and restart the dang thing. Because it keeps on acting like it's trying to connect to Facebook, but it keeps saying unable to connect. Huh. Well, yeah, I see that it went off on Facebook. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I don't really know that I understand that. Yeah, it just keeps saying unable to connect. Hmm. But if I click on it, I can go right there to it. That don't make no sense, Tony. I wonder if maybe my program decided the password expired while I was in the middle of live or something, and I'm gonna have to re-enter the password. All right, hold
Yeah,
on real quick. I'm gonna start it over. Hold on.